네, 안녕하세요, 한우 씨. 잘 지내세요?
안녕하세요, 선생님. 저는 잘 지내요. 선생님은요?
네, 저도 잘 지내고 있어요. 박시다 씨는 왜 안 왔어요, 아직?
악시드 씨는 오늘 좀 바쁘다고 했어요. 좀 늦게 온대요.
늦게 온다고 했어요.
네.
안녕하세요, 여러분. So we had a small conversation in Korean just now, and I hope you were able to understand most of it. It was not that difficult, but in the end, Anush used a very difficult grammar pattern, I think.
Oh, did I? What grammar pattern it was?
You used 악시다 씨가 바쁘다고 했어요. 늦게 온대요. 악시다 씨 왔네요.
안녕하세요.
네.
늦어서 미안해요.
네,
안녕하세요, 악시다.
오늘 우리는 어떤 이야기 하는 거예요?
Well, telling sir that you'll get late, I used Nandandago Hada pattern that we were discussing.
Okay, the reported speech grammar pattern.
Yes. Anushi said that you will be getting late, and yeah. So Anushi, because you use that pattern, Nandago, and I think that's a little bit difficult for beginner level. Even for intermediate level, learners, that's a little bit difficult. So will you explain that briefly? What that grammar pattern does? How it is?
Actually, when someone says or something, for example, if we take A says some information to B, the B goes and tell that same information to C. The A's information to C, we use Nandago Hada pattern or Nandeo pattern.
So basically, it means someone said something. So actually, said something to you, and you were just conveying that information to me, right? That
yes.
is the.
Yes.
But like in the sentence, you said 바쁘다고 했어요. 바쁘다고 했어요. So how does it work? Like it works with all the adjectives and verbs in the same way? How is it conjugated with verbs and adjectives?
When we use with the adjective, we just take an adjective as it is and we remove the. So in my example, I use the adjective bhappuda. So I removed the da and took the stem bhappuda, and then I joined it with the reported speech pattern dago hada. So it becomes bhappudago hisoyo.
Okay, so the verb is the adjective is bhappuda, so we remove da and we added dago hisayo, which means bhappuda is busy. So someone said that he or she is busy. Okay, but what about verbs? Like maybe Akshitash, maybe you can give us some examples.
Yes. So like unlike adjective where we just have to attach dago hada, verbs actually need a bit of carefulness because we also need to see what verb ends with pachim, which is like final consonant. So if a verb ends with pachim, we have to add nundago hada. Example will be mognundago hada. Since mogda is a verb, so we have to say, like example would be somebody said if they like to eat spicy food. So 매운 음식 잘 먹는다고 했어요. So like 먹는다고 하다 is a verb and it has a pachim as well. However, when there is no pachim and the verb ends with a vowel, so we'll just add nundago hada. Example in khada. So like 간다고 했어요. So like 내년에 한국에 간다고 했어요. So like somebody said they'll go to Korea next year. So that's basically the difference between adjective and verb.
Yes.
Okay, so if it is like the verb is khada, so there is no pachim. The stem is just kha, so we'll just add n, and then we'll say 간다고 했어요. And 한국에 간다고 했어요. And if there's a pachim in the verb like 먹다, then we will add 는다고. So 먹는다고 했어요. 매운 음식을 잘 먹는다고 했어요. Okay, and if it is an adjective, then nothing to add. We will just add 다고. So 바쁘다고 했어요, or something 좋다고 했어요. Even if there is a pachim, we will add 다고. Like 덥다고, 날씨가 덥다고 했어요. Okay, I think you to explain it really well. But I have one more question. Anushi, like you said that 오늘 늦게 온대요. 악시타 씨가 오늘 늦게 온대요. So what is that 온대요 thing? Like is it same as 다고 했어요?
네, 맞아요. It is same as dago hada pattern. Just we are using instead of dago hada, we will say it anan deo. It works exactly like dago hada.
So like can we get one example of Akshita, maybe you can give one example again with deo pattern.
Yes.
With adjectives and verbs.
Okay, so we can take one example as 오늘 날씨가 너무 덥다고 했어요. So the 덥다고 했어요 can be contrasted into 덥대요. You know, so it becomes it just the same, it's just the contrasted version, and the theyo will only be used in the spoken language, not in the written language. And while talking about in the verb format, like how to use it in the verb format, it will be same as the example that we took just a while ago. 먹는다고 했어요. So 먹는데요 can be used, just a contrasted version again. So yeah, it's just the same.
Okay, so basically instead of 간다고 해요, we'll say 간대요.
네.
먹는다고 해요 will become 먹는데요. Someone says that he eats something. And 바쁘다고 해요 will become 바쁘대요 or 덥대요. I think that's a very useful grammar pattern, and people are always confused with 다고 ndago. I think we covered that really well. You guys explained it very well with examples. 그래서 감사합니다.
네, 선생님 감사합니다. So we'll cover another useful Korean grammar in the next episode. Until then, stay tuned.
다음에 또 봐요.
안녕히 계세요.
네, 안녕히 계세요, 여러분. 다음에 또 봐요.